Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope I've reached you in a positive moment. For those of you that are joining for the first time, this channel is about all things business, more specifically my experience with small business and whatever I can do to help you start, run, and grow your small business. Now, today I just want to simply talk about some things that's going on in the news. Now, everyone is so immersed in the topics of Trump, and yes, the president and political news moves markets and other things, and it can be important. It may be important for you. So I'm not saying don't get into what's going on, but I would also suggest that, especially on times where they're really drilling home a certain topic in the news and everyone is covering it, I would suggest that you come off of the grid and go and dig deeper into some of the business news. So, some of the things that were in the news were about the Sackler family and the pharma company. They're going bankrupt. They're like, oh, we gave them $13 billion and they should help us pay some of these lawsuits. All that stuff is going on. And if you're not familiar with the Sackler family, they own the company that created Oxycontin, right? So, and then so you have some CEOs step down. You have some things that happened that affected Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is bouncing back, but it dipped. It has some folks a little nervous. But if you've been following Bitcoin over the past 5 years, you will know that, the price has just increased. Yeah, it takes big dips, but then it goes up in a big way as well. So other things. So definitely, if you are a business person, an entrepreneur, a business owner, or you're thinking of starting a small business, you may think, well, what do these big companies have to do with me? I'm just small. I'm just a boutique owner. I'm just a beautician. I'm just a small business. This has something to do with you because you look at these big companies and you can't X out the fact that that may be you one day. That may be you. And what you're looking at not just the headline, not just even the meat of the article. You're looking at some of the mistakes or the successes. So you have companies that win big. They make moves. And some of those moves you can duplicate, even on a small business level. And you have big companies that lose big. And some of those lessons, those losses, you can learn from even on a small level. So I encourage you to pay the few little dollars it is, to get Washington Post, some of the business sections, just some of your just pick your favorites. I'm not going to suggest any. I have my favorites. I'll list them in the description box, but go out and pick your favorites, right? You can literally type in business news and man, you can run from there. Now, there's a lot of free and then there's some that you may have to pay for. So it's up to you. You can consume as much free as you want. Obviously, they're going to have the pop-up things, wanting you to sign up, wanting you to pay. You can click, may let you read a few articles for free. So, and then a lot of times those articles are regurgitated, so they're out there for free anyway. But if you're just like, you want it first, you want it fast, you may want to pay for this information. So, what I just covered, basically, when it's a bunch of stuff going on in the news and they're covering the same topics, especially when it's a polarized political climate like we are in now, click down into what's going on in business. And sometimes you can find some parallels. You can kind of read between the lines on some things and develop some of your own conclusions on why some of this crap is going on. I always say, follow the money. Follow the money. Normally, where it's large amounts of money, It's a bunch of people that's doing stuff they don't have no business doing. And the things that you can take from these situations as a small business can be positive or negative. You can learn from both. So I encourage you to do that. And like always, I hope everything you touch turns to gold.